Hello, everybody. What's up? What's up? What's up? Okay, sorry, I'm like 5 minutes or 2 minutes late. Somebody was delivering something at my door, and I knew it was coming because Corey says, hey, there's going to be a delivery for you. Well, not for me. There's going to be a delivery. You need to put it in the fridge. So I'm like, what is he talking about? But obviously, it's for my birthday because it's my birthday tomorrow. So hello, everybody, and welcome to today's motivation power session. I'm really excited today. Because I know that we missed last week, so you guys are going to have lots and lots of questions. And I really just want to go through talking today about getting out of this like victim mentality. I've seen a couple of people saying, I feel, I'm sad, I feel depressed, I'm not happy. And I really want to get people into a state of feeling empowered and amazing. I mean, yes, absolutely, we have times where, we feel sad, but how do we get out of that, immediately? How do we get that out of our system ASAP? Because it just doesn't make us feel good, right? We don't want to be in a state of feeling depressed, feeling sorry for ourselves, and feeling sad. So I want to teach you guys today how we can get out of that ASAP. So let's see who we got in today. All right, here we go. Oh yes, by the way, I was hearing last time that you guys are going to bring gin. What was the other thing? Gin and pizza? Yes, gin and pizza. I don't know why you guys are talking about gin. Gin, by the way, is actually, you know that alcohol is a depressant, right? But gin is actually an even more depressant than any other alcohol. And I have a funny story to tell you about gin, if you guys want to hear a very embarrassing and funny story. When I think I must have been I must have been able to drink, so 18, 19, I was at my cousin's wedding and I drank way too much gin and I went a little bit crazy and was hysterical and crying, and how embarrassing is that, and didn't want to leave because I wanted to have an after party. And everyone was saying, we don't like you being in London, we're gonna bring you back. And I was like, I've been in London for 3 years and none of you have given a fuck about me. That's literally what I said. So, gin isn't always the best solution. And I am not allowed to drink gin after 5 o'clock in the evening because it really does play with your brain. Like, alcohol changes the... and I don't really drink much. I went not drinking any alcohol for about 6-7 months, December. I stopped drinking alcohol, was it a little bit before that? And it really does, alcohol plays, it's in your brain it's poison, right? Alcohol at the end of the day is poison and it goes into your brain. And I was not, then every single time gin came up in the conversation. So thank you very much for everybody talking about gin here. Everybody, we're talking about gin. I wasn't allowed to drink gin, and people in my family would be like, oh, don't pass Rebecca the gin, she's going to get crazy. So if you are, not saying that everybody reacts to alcohol the same way, but I definitely feel a lot more sensitive. I can feel it for a couple of days afterwards. I can just feel that my brain is a little bit cloudy, a little bit foggy. So I hope you guys enjoyed that story about me being super embarrassing at my cousin's wedding and basically just making a big fool of myself. But you know what? No problem. We've moved on, and now look at me, fitness and health expert, helping people get healthy. Talking about gin, this is what this story was for, right? Exactly this. So let's see. Someone else says, gin makes me, Colleen, I know, gin makes me cry. It makes me feel very, very emotional. Okay, cool. So let's see what else we've got here. Who else is on the line today? Awesome. So it's actually the 7th of May in Australia. Say thank you. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Yeah, I just had to, I don't know about you guys. How do you feel about that? I just have to answer the door to my own birthday present being delivered. It was like some chocolate. I didn't want to look too much, but I can see it was so obvious. It's chocolate covered strawberries, which are my favorite, and a couple of bottles of champagne. So I'm guessing, I'm fingers crossed, because Corey is not here right now. He's currently apparently planning my amazing birthday that's happening tomorrow. So I'm just excited to see what happens. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? Someone says, I hate gin, I'm Prosecco if I do drink, which is not often. Yeah, I'm the same as you, girl. Prosecco, it's my go-to choice. I'm hoping that it's actually bottles of Prosecco and not champagne in there. So anyway, that's enough talk about gin for today. Let's get speaking about our topic today, which is all about showing up and getting results when you are struggling. So I've actually seen a couple of comments in, on the podcast and also on our Facebook group, the Burn Facebook members, about I was feeling really depressed today and I was feeling really struggled. And first of all, I want to say I'm so proud, because the culture that we've created in the group is that we don't just post in the group and say, I feel really sad and depressed. I just saw one, and it said, you know, I was feeling really depressed today. I was crying, but I got on the workout. And that's the type of attitude that you want to have. And that's the type of culture that we have created within the community, because honestly, I don't want to go on there and see somebody post or anywhere on social media, hey, I feel really sad and depressed today. Okay, now what everyone's going to do is going to be like, oh, we're so sorry, you know, blah, blah, blah. And then me too, I feel sad too, I feel so sad. And then you've got this incredible thread of just negativity, whereas you could do one thing that would just change it. You can say exactly what this girl did, and I'm super proud of her. She said, you know, I was struggling, I was crying, but I decided I'd get on the live, and then I couldn't stop working out. Then I wanted more. I wanted to feel more of the burn, and I'm so glad that I showed up. Because what happens is people relate to pain, right? If this is a great example. If I put something in a group, just for example, I created some new GIFs, right, for the It Takes Grit Summer Series. There's a really cute GIF of Alfie. I posted in there, and we might have got, I don't know, 40 comments saying, great, amazing. Somebody posted in there about something not working in their app, and everybody's all over it because they relate to pain, okay? Which I'm trying to recreate the culture and make everybody like excited, more excited for things that are cool and fun and free, like the gifts, rather than like, let's all just moan about the fact that, you know, some slight tech issue is going on. So this is why people will say stuff like that, and you'll see it on people's Instagrams too. I've had to stop following people because every single one of their posts was like, oh my goodness, like this happened to me today and I'm so sad. But what happens is they get such good engagement. They get loads of people saying, oh my goodness, yes, me too, I feel for you, blah, blah. And then everyone's just complaining and bitching on their own thread, and no one's actually getting out of the hole and being like, okay, what's the solution to this? So it's very interesting the way that the human behavior works and how actually we work as a society, that when something, we relate more to negativity. So when someone says something negative, they go, oh, they jump on that. They like literally like vulture on it, like, oh my God, me too, I want to be heard too. It has happened to me too. Oh my goodness, significant. It's happened to me as well, right? Because sometimes and often when you want to feel significant, playing a victim mentality or saying something that's bad that's happened to you gives you significance because it makes you feel special, because you feel like you're the only person it's happened to, right? And then everybody wants to chime in because it makes them feel significant. So, you know, next time that you see a post on social media that's, you know, or even a conversation that you might be having with a group of friends where everyone's just like complaining and being upset about something, how can you change that conversation to make it like, okay, I totally understand that's how you feel, and like, what's the solution to that? So I hope that kind of makes sense a little bit. I'm just going to go back to some of these comments. Amazing. So this is great. So Trisha says that Lindsay and Maggie were amazing to her recently, supported her. That's great, and we want support. But the initial person that posts that, what are you trying to achieve when you tell somebody something negative that's happened to you, or you post it on your social media? What are you trying to achieve? What are you trying to achieve when you say something negative? You're trying to achieve significance, and you're trying to achieve attention. Because why else would you want to put it out in the world, okay? And maybe it's for feedback, or maybe it's for something else, but like at the end of the day, you're probably even not going to take that feedback because you're not even ready to receive it because you're in a state of being upset and depressed. So always come back with something, with a solution. You know, also that's going to help somebody else. If you're constantly just, you know, moaning about how you feel all the time, it's going to be really hard to bring energy from other people. Yeah, so if Sarah, that's the great thing about our Facebook group, is that there is no negativity. And honestly, if somebody has posted something negative, I'll actually send them a voice note and explain to them the culture of the group and how you are very much entitled to post something that has happened to you. And what I want to do to help you grow as a person and to help the group grow is to then give a solution at the end as well. So yes, it depends who your friends group is. My Facebook is super positive. right? When I go on my Facebook, it is positive, positive, positive. I have people in the Herbalife Nutrition Company that are posting all of their amazing things. I've got people who are my friends, who are my family. If somebody's posting something negative, I'm probably going to delete that person, right? So there's always constant positivity. In fact, I actually enjoy going on my Facebook because I'm excited to see how excited everybody else is. So just have the group of people, just like in your life. If you've got crappy people on your Facebook or your Instagram, just delete them because you don't want to see that stuff. Okay, cool. So here we go. Misery loves company. Exactly. That's exactly it. Misery loves company. Yes, and you just have to, our group really is incredible. I'm so proud of it, and being solution oriented. Yes, absolutely. At the moment, I'm struggling, but I'm trying to bring other people up. Such an amazing feeling when you brighten someone's day. I love that, because if you are feeling sad, if you just give to somebody else, it will change your state. And that's what we always talk about, is that when you're going in a depressive, if you're in a sad, you're sad, like you feel sad, you feel heavy, you have to change your state. Because it comes from a physiological. Put a 1 in the chat if you've been on one of my dance parties on Sundays for my nutrition clients. If you've been on one of those calls, you will know that we start with music, and we end with a crazy dance party. It's amazing, it's so much fun, we're moving our bodies. When people leave that call, they don't know why they feel different, but they do, and it's because we've changed their state, we've changed their physiological state, we've got them moving. So if you feel depressed, you're often gonna be like hunched over like this, right? But if you change your state, which is what my mentors used to tell me, like that, like when you tell a dog off, you just go like that. He used to do that to me. I used to do it to myself, he used to do it to me. And I used to move my body and change. So I would, drop my shoulders, I'd lift my chest up, I'd give myself a smile, I would shake it out. Because there would be times where I would hit rock bottom really fast, and he would make me change my state, moving your arms around, dancing around, changing your state. And that's what's gonna put you in a more positive mood, right? That's the first thing that you have to do, is change your state. Write that down, write it on your phone, write it on your hand, put a post-it on the wall, something. When you're feeling sad and miserable, the first thing that you have to do is change your state. Awesome, love it. All the people that are joining, if you haven't already joined one of our dance parties, just send me a message on Rebecca Louise Nutrition Instagram, and I will send you the link. That's where you can get the link from. Let me take a sip of water. So any questions that you guys want to ask today? We're gonna do a couple more of these lives, but for now, this will be the last one. So if you have questions, highly recommend just dropping it in the chat. Anything that's been happening to you over the last couple of weeks, or maybe something that you want to share that's that you've learned from these podcasts or the lives that you've actually started to implement in your life, so that we can actually get some testimonials and share with the other people. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Negative people find problems to every solution. I'm trying to show, yes, there is a solution. Every single thing has a solution. There isn't a way that you can't solve the problem. There's always a solution. When we are negative about our situation, it's the vision that we have on our situation. We should see, yes, exactly. So it's not good or bad. It just is, right? And it could be something amazing that is happening to you, but you're perceiving it right now as something negative, whereas actually it's something incredible. Someone says, Marie says, love the Facebook group. Everything is positive, and the encouragement everyone gives is amazing. Makes me feel more positive myself. That's great, and that's because that's a culture that we've decided to set. I have a standard, and I want to make sure that we're keeping that standard high. And when somebody has a tech issue, I'm personally voice noting people to say, hey, thank you so much for this feedback, and this is going to how you need to send it on to customer service. And I literally spend my day going through that Facebook group and keeping that, that level, that standard of etiquette, so that everybody else can enjoy the group. Because the last thing I want anyone to do is to go on the group, feel super excited, and then there's all these people bitching or moaning about something that's not working, right? That's not gonna make you feel good. So it's done for the greater cause to keep that culture. And, it's amazing that people are doing it now. People are just running it themselves and saying, hey, this is the type of attitude that we have. This is our positivity. And I'm super proud of all of that. Cool. Someone said your last podcast connected with what I had just done. Yes. So we just released a podcast yesterday. That was how to deal with people with negative comments. I experience little digs here and there. Why do I not do the cooking? Do I not even help clear up? Do I not even do any chopping? No, but I did provide this house. So, you know, it's like, it depends how people like look at it. So yeah, I mean, I get digged at. I get people saying stuff online. I get people saying stuff to me in real life. And it's like, you know, it comes to a point where you're just like, I don't really want to hang out with that person. That person doesn't make me feel good about myself. And then that's a decision that I get to make to say, hey, do I want to spend my time around this person? Are they making me feel better about myself? And, you know, I come to realize that it's like, actually, no, you don't fire me up. I don't really think you've ever said congratulations to me on anything. And yeah, you're okay from a distance, but we're never going to be closer than that just because that we're not just on the same wavelength. So personal development is a big thing, and not everybody has had it. So we just have to give people grace. All right, cool. Let's see. It's a Facebook group for the Burn Facebook members. So if you are a Burn member VIP, you can get access to that. So if you're a member of the Burn app, you can go to icanfeeltheburn.com and get registered there. Yes, we really are. It's amazing. I learned how many awesome friends I do have. Incredible. Yes, we really do have a lot of people. Yeah, you should show them your cooking video. I know, screw them. I can cook. I just don't like to cook. And I do other things around the house that I think are just as good as valuable. So I don't need to justify why I don't do any cooking. But I'm very good at ordering meal prep and picking it up from that door and putting it in my microwave and eating myself. It's not like I starve when Corey's at work. Okay. No good. Okay, so you should always have them cooking your video. Yes. So guys, what we're going to be, really talking about today is not being the victim. And I know that I'm actually talking to a group of people who already are on another level, but it's like, how do we sometimes slip into that victim mentality to be able to get through what we want to achieve in life? Because so often we can feel like, oh, why is this happening to me instead of this is happening for me? Why do I need to feel the need to, go into this depressive, sad state? Why am I in this depressive, sad state? And sometimes we actually enjoy it. We enjoy feeling sorry for ourselves. We enjoy being in that, sad state because, for some weird reason, it feels good. It gives us significance in the moment. But then it comes to a point where, it's tiring, it gets old, and we lose energy. And that's when we really need to snap out of it. And that's why the changing of your state is going to make a huge difference to, how we feel in the world and how we put out our energy. So with that victim mentality, this is what it's all about, really, and not actually having a victim mentality for other people as well. So how do you deal with someone who is being a victim? Okay. Oh my goodness. Well, you can only lead by example. We can only just, put our best foot forward and lead. If somebody is constantly feeling sorry for themselves and they are complaining, you have the option to say to them, hey, look, do you just want to talk it out, or do you actually want feedback? And then they can say, oh, I actually want feedback. Great. Then you say, are you actually going to take my feedback on? Because if not, I do not have the time for this. Right? And then that's their decision. You give them feedback once. If they don't do it, then you can close that conversation down. If they're like, hey, I just need to vent, and say, okay, you can vent to me for 15 minutes. Okay, vent it out. But I don't want to hear the same story over and over again, because you have to set boundaries for yourself. Because otherwise, you're going to get bogged down with that other person's energy. And actually, all that you're doing to that person is you're keeping that fire alive because you're giving them attention. So if your friend keeps saying to you, or you keep complaining about your friend that keeps moaning at you, honestly, it's your fault. Because why? We always take 100% responsibility. But it's also your fault because you are keeping the fire alive. You're allowing that person to keep having the same conversation. And then they're like, oh, great, this person keeps listening to me. And actually, you're not even helping that person because you are constantly fueling the fire. So you're going to have to set those boundaries and say to them, hey, this is the time where we say, you know what? I can listen to you for 15 minutes, you can vent, but let's find the solution afterwards, right? Or you're actually willing to take on some advice and feedback and sort this out. Because honestly, you're actually not doing them a service if you, where is Penny gone? You are actually not doing them, where is she? Penny? 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 You're actually not, sorry, sometimes she wanders off and I just want to check the back door is open. Hold on one second. Penny? Penny! There she is. She's underneath. I thought she was underneath. Sometimes I get scared because she finds a rabbit outside, and she ran out yesterday underneath the, she actually managed to find a hole in the garden, and she was in somebody else's garden running around, and I was up on the fence going, Penny, like scratching my arms like a mad woman saying, get back in here. So anyway, so you want to decide, you want to have a conversation with somebody about, you're fueling that fire. You're actually not serving them if you're constantly listening to their troubles and their needs. Like, we've got to find the solution for that. So let me know if that's helpful in that, and if you guys have got any questions. Let's see, here we've got, let's go, All right, so someone said they watched the routine in quarantine and it's completely changed my day at home and it's motivated me. I'm organized and achieve so much more. That's incredible. Do you change your knickers? Do you put a thong on? That is the most motivating thing from it, is actually putting the right underwear on. Thank you, Rebecca. This has been such a great journey for me. I am my goal weight and I have more energy than I did when I was in my 20s. Love it. Love all the positive energy in our group. I'm new to Burn and you are so motivating. I want to be more flexible but struggling when I do a cool down, as it seems like yoga stretching that you are doing. So you have to, flexibility, you got to be so consistent at that. Like, to be able to like touch your toes, do the splits, it's every single day. It's every single day. Flexibility is not an easy thing. Here we go. And if you get caught up in the moment of being sorry for yourself, you can often be quite nasty to others around you. Yes, you can, because you're frustrated. Because when you're feeling negative, what is it? You feel frustrated. You feel like tense inside. There's like negative energy. And that's not what we want to portray, right? We want to be able to let that go. And when you feel frustrated, you can snap at other people. So you want to be able to change your state, not just for yourself, but for the other people that have to be around you on a daily basis. Here we go. Someone said, oh my God, my daughter just said that she literally timed a friend. She said that they wanted to advice but never took it. That's what you got to do, because you've got to conserve your own energy, because there might be somebody else out there that actually wants your help and is actually willing to do it. Sometimes I get nutrition clients and they don't want to follow the plan that I give them, or they make excuses about why they can't do something. And, I'm not really tied to that outcome. My job is just to help you, keep you on track, and give you the plan and you follow it, right? And then I adapt your plan as we go on to help you get the results that you need. I can drag a horse to water, but you can't make the horse drink the water, right? It's that analogy. And so I spend my time and energy working with people who respond back to my messages, who get on the Sunday call, who are active, because I want to be around people that are positive. Like, if somebody just continues to stop, can't reply to my messages or isn't able to follow the plan because they're making this excuse and this excuse, I'm like, hey, I'm giving you my energy. You've got to give it back to me. I'm going to get you great results, but I can only give you the plan and tell you what to do. I can't be there with you in your house making your food. That's up to you. And that's the same in a relationship where you have with somebody, is that you can give them that advice, but if they're not willing to take it, there's not really much that you can do. Of course, plus I wear, here we go. Jackie Howard, does that mean you put the right pants on? Yeah, so in England, pants are your underwear, but in America, pants are your trousers. So trousers are in England are pants. So it's very confusing. Yes, 16 years old, that is a smart cookie. Of course, plus I wear perfume for WebEx calls. Tips if you do find yourself slipping into a funk and how to get it back. Quarantine can be lonely. Oh, I understand. Corey is sometimes away for 4 days in quarantine and I'm here. I'm grateful I've got 2 dogs, but, I do go a little bit mad talking to Alfie and Penny. So I think it's knowing that you're aware of it. Because not everybody, sorry, I got something stuck on my lip. Not everybody is aware that they're going into it, into the depressive stage or going into that. So one, you are already aware of it because you are asking the question. So then you have to go to the next level of awareness of when it starts to happen. So you might want a reminder up on your wall or something, or like an object that you put out. And when you look at that object, you check in with yourself to see how you're feeling. Maybe it's an avocado. I don't know, I can just see an avocado up there. You got an avocado out, and that avocado is going to remind you to check in with yourself to how you feel. And then rate yourself. Are you feeling a 10 out of 10, which is the best, or are you feeling, a 5? If you're feeling a 5, that avocado is going to remind you to check in with your feelings or whatever object it is, and you're going to say to yourself, how can I make myself feel better right now? Do I need to eat something healthy? Do I need to go outside and get some fresh air? Do I need to have a FaceTime with somebody? Do I need to do some exercise? So you need a reminder that is going to check in. It could be on your phone. You could set an alarm. You set an alarm on your phone if and eventually it will become a normal thing, but we have to train our brain to become aware of it when it's actually happening. So having an object or an alarm or something just to say to us, how are you feeling? And you could be like, hey, I feel great. Amazing. No problem. Let's set the alarm for another 5 hours. Let's check in with myself just then. So it's about having an object or a sound or something that is just going to awaken you to check in with how you're feeling. That's what I would do because sometimes you forget that you have to check in with how you feel and then you've gone too far and then it's about changing that state. Hope that helps. Yes. Since I joined the Burn app and the Burn community, I'm so much more self-confident and positive thinking. Thank you. And of course, great. Yes, amazing. This is, it is about the nutrition and it is about the fitness. But, the biggest thing I feel like with Burn and everything that we do, it's all about mindset. And that's why we have this podcast. And this is why the book, that's coming out, It Takes Grit. It really is a mindset book. And yes, there's stuff in there about nutrition and fitness, but it really is about how to change your mindset to get the results that you want. Okay, cool. So all of these questions are great, but we're just going to be answering motivation questions on this call because it is a motivation one. Okay, I guess we could answer a couple of these. What can I do for soreness in my legs after a cardio workout? I've been having electrolytes and BCAAs. Burn nutrition is help, but now I'm getting some soreness. So soreness is normal. That's what happens when you're taxing and tearing and breaking down. I would do the 5-Day Better You program if you've not already signed up for that in the app. You would need a post-recovery shake and message me if you don't have a coach right now on Rebecca Louise Nutrition. But you want to stretch, you want to have your protein, and you got to know that sometimes it is sore because that's what you're doing. You're breaking down your muscles. I'm working on my flexibility. I've almost none. Thanks to you, I'm being consistent, and even I'm still struggling. I'm not letting it go. I will get to, exactly. So look, at the end of the day, it's never going to be easy. You're not just going to wake up one day and be able to do the splits. Like, it's constant. And you can't just be able to do the splits and then you just don't do anything for like a week. Like, it will end, right? Your flexibility will end there. Hey, Rebecca, what do you think about burning bridges? Do you think it's all good thing, bad thing, despite on the situation kind of thing? Yeah, I mean, it really just depends on if that person you want them in your life or, what value they add. I mean, I don't really burn bridges. I just kind of like keep my distance. For example, I have a friend, well, I would even call her maybe an acquaintance, that we were friends. And, she hit me up to ask me if I could help with something. And I put this whole proposal together. That's what she asked for. And sent her all the information a couple of weeks ago, maybe a couple of months ago. And she never got back to me or asked me, said, oh, thank you for doing this, but, we're not going to go forward or whatever. And then this morning I get a message saying, hey, how are you? Can you post this on your Instagram? So I'm not going to burn a bridge. I'm not going to say, hey, you're an asshole or do anything. I'm probably just not going to reply and just kind of leave it there. I don't have the energy to really go in and say, this is how you make me feel because, I'll tell, the only person I'll really tell, like if someone's made me feel that a certain way is my boyfriend, is Corey, because we're in a loving relationship and he needs to know that if he's done something that has upset me, that it doesn't align with my goals, then I can tell him. And the same is going to happen when I've done something that is not great for him. I want him to tell me that. So there's going to be times where you can have that conversation, but it just depends like how much you want that person in your life, really. I mean, I'm not going to go out of my way to like burn a bridge. What personal development books are you reading now? You've posted a while back. On Wake Up Wednesday, yes. So obviously my book, It Takes Grit, amazing personal development book. I love The One Thing. I love The Power of the Positive Thinking. Oh my goodness, making a blank now. There's a couple of really great books. Honestly, those still are my favorite books that I have read. Which is the book that I read last that was a game changer? I actually like, there's a really good book about money too, called Rich Women, Smart Women Finish Rich or something, which is a really good book about finances, which I think that everybody should read that as well. I like the object reminder reflection thing. Yeah, that's really, really helpful. How do you stay positive when you're all over social media? Here lately, I've found that people love to start fights in the comments section under a post of mine. Most of them I don't engage. Annoyed. I mean, who are these people that are, what are you posting on your social media that's making people get annoyed? Tell me more, Tara. What is it that you're actually posting on social media that people are replying to? I'm all over social media. I guess I don't really get that much negativity on social media. I don't really post anything that's that controversial. So Tara, let me know what it was that you posted. Rebecca, I want to know you're making a better person every day. I listen to all your podcasts on Spotify and well, amazing. That's incredible. So proud of you. And honestly, it's you. You're the one that did it. I'm here just to give you the tools, but really it's you that are doing the work. You know, I can't make you listen to these podcasts or engage on this, but it really is, it's to do with you. Yes, you can pre-order the book to the UK if you just go to rebecca-louise.com/book and you click on the button that says outside USA, you can order the book right there. Hey, I've recently had to shut out a friend of mine of many years. A few weeks before me and my fiance got engaged, she messaged in the middle of the night telling me to choose between him or her, and she had sent, okay, that's interesting. Yeah, that would be something that you probably want to, move away from. I only have Facebook, which is enough for me, but I'm thinking about shutting it down. Too much negativity. It's really that they want to argue about difference of opinion. So that's just because of the people on your Facebook. That's because, Tara, this is going to sound harsh, but that's the type of people that you are choosing to surround yourself with. So my Facebook isn't like that. My Facebook is filled with positivity, love, energy, great stuff. I love going on there, but I've chosen my friends very wisely. And I've also deleted people who are not positive. So it's not anything to do with Facebook, it's to do with the current environment that you are putting yourself in. So you want to take out those people that you do not like their content or you don't like following them and replace them with more powerful, positive people. I mean, it's literally as simple as that. It's like if you've got a friends group, not everybody's in a powerful, positive friends group. But you know what? If you're not, then that's because of you. You decided to create that group. You decided to stay in there. So I would just change the people around. I plan to give you a message shortly to talk about how to up my game. Amazing. Excited. Love you, girl. You're amazing. I had a stream of abuse messages to my partner, calling him controlling and abusive. He is literally the sweetest guy I've ever met. Well, you know what? Deep down, who your man is, and is there a reason that other people are commenting and saying this? Have they seen something in him that maybe has made them worried or something? I mean, I always just look at everything. I'm just like, why are they saying this? Why would they say this? Is it because they're jealous? Is it because it's something that is true in that? And I would just like look at all areas and then have a very adult conversation with each person and find out and get to the bottom of it, especially if it was somebody that was very close to me. Setting my daily schedule and consistently makes for a positive feeling. Yes, it does. Thank you for everything you do. Spread positivity so much and keep me motivated. Hi, Rebecca and everyone. For those in the Burn app, they completed the lives too. Are we recommended doing them back to back? Well, I recommend doing the workout video. If you're going to do the workout, I would do them back to back because then you can get as much workout done in an hour, and then you can have your post-recovery shake. I always feel doing like a longer workout and splitting it up into two is better. But if you don't panic. It doesn't matter. You don't have to do it that way. But honestly, just join the live. Join it when it's live because it's way more fun when you are actually live because you're more engaged. That's true, and I have decided to do that. Some of them I work with though, and I know they would ask why I've unfriended them. So you just say, hey, no problem. I've unfriended you because I'm just filling up my Facebook with positivity and I find your post negative. That's it. You can offend, people are going to be offended at loads of stuff that you do, but at the end of the day, it's your life, and if you want to be, this is your choice. It's your choice who you're surrounding yourself with, and if you don't want them on your Facebook, that's absolutely your choice to do that. Is it normal for shoulders and different parts to pop when you lift weights? Yesterday, my hips popped when doing the leg circles. Honestly, I don't know if it's because I'm going to be 32 tomorrow, but everything makes a noise. I mean, my shoulders, my hips, something always makes a noise. I mean, obviously, if you're in like serious pain and you've got an injury, go to your doctor and see a physio. But I mean, you know, I work out every single day and I always get a few cracks and creaks and stuff everywhere. Could you maybe give us some other books that you've read about motivation, personal development? Recently, I've been reading great books. Yes, let me put a post up about that. I'm trying to see what is on my bookshelf right now. I've just reorganized my whole bookshelf as well, but I'm having a blank moment, so I'll take a photo of my bookshelf. Will we have any more retreats? Yes, we do want to have more retreats. I've actually found a really awesome spot in Tuscany, in Italy. But obviously, you know, when I went to Italy last year, we did some amazing like wine tasting in this, and I saw this beautiful place, and so it's in the back of my mind. So hopefully, maybe in a couple of years' time, that we'll do another retreat there. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't hurt to say to ask anything. So guys, if you have any more questions, please write them in on the chat. I'm really proud of everybody who has been turning up for these lives, and anything that you need from now on. If you are not already a member of Burn, I highly suggest joining that, just to be surrounded by a bunch of positive people. And of course, if you have not got your copy of my new book, It Takes Grit, please get it. You're going to love it. Honestly, my heart and soul is in there. There's some funny stories. There's some heartbreaking stories. There's trials, tribulations, things of how I've got over things in life. And it really has... it's really going to make a difference in your life. If you've liked any of these podcasts, it's going to basically put everything together. It's got a whole bunch of fitness tips in there, a whole bunch of nutrition, and it really is just going to set your soul on fire and give you like an empowered and free life. That's really what the book is all about, is so that you feel empowered and you feel free to have the life that you desire and that you want. So it's a no BS guide to leveling up your life. Cool. All right. So it looks like my camera actually just died. So I'm going to close it down right here. But again, thank you so much for watching today. If you need anything about nutrition, reach out on Rebecca Louise Nutrition. And I will see you in the Burn Facebook group. Bye, guys.